Okay.
Already.
Welcome to the Fireside podcast. It is I, P McGee, and with me, as always, is the Gamer of Ages. Say hello.
Oh, hello.
And over there is Roy Carback.
Woohoo!
And Mr. Shikaki.
Hi.
Yes. The big news of the week is obviously BlizzCon. That took place
And Toblerone
last
changed
weekend.
their candy bar.
So-
Yeah, Toblerone are ripping us off. That is-
Toblerone
that
is
is the worst thing that's
literally
ever
the
happened.
Jewish maneuver in play here. They literally just take pieces of it away.
You know what would have been funny if they did something like, if Hillary wins, we'll put it back.
All right, UK. If you turn back on Brexit, you can have your extras. You can get your little arches back, and America can't.
Well, here's the thing. It doesn't make sense because remember it's a Swiss company, so they just
Oh, of
want more.
course.
They just want more money.
Of
They want
course,
more power.
they want those Swiss always
Yeah.
fighting for political power wherever they go.
I mean, they're not in the European Union, so
I
Yeah,
think
I
I'm
know,
going to go
I
to
know.
the world market today and buy some chocolate to celebrate.
yeah.
To celebrate
Nice.
what, you might be asking? Well, League
Go
of
on, tell us.
Legends in the new preseason decided to change the jungle system in order to provide a more casual, rich environment.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. I really
Nice.
like
Now,
that idea.
what's bad about it is every jungler is now bad and gets massively underleveled because they took away some of the monsters in every camp but didn't account for adjusting experience.
Ah.
So, like, your team is getting their ult and you're like, oh yeah, level 3.
Never touched that game. I did get Heroes of the Storm because if you play it with a friend, you get Overwatch goodies.
God
And
damn,
that's-
we are ABCing the shit out of this, aren't we?
Yeah.
So
How
and
many
also,
people- How many people stayed up until the end to hear the announcement and they're like, he already won. It's what? Why are you waiting?
Oh yeah, Donald Trump is the president-elect, isn't he? Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah,
Yes.
he's. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I stayed up until 6 o'clock in the morning giggling.
Yeah, to be honest, I stayed up until as soon as he won Ohio.
Not because I'm actually a huge Trump supporter. It's more the fact is I just thought the whole thing was just funny.
I mean, I'll be honest. As soon as he won Ohio, I just thought, yeah, he's won.
Oh yeah, Diaz praised Keck.
Yes, praise
I
Keck.
have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys think that Trump actually was talking about the election being rigged so that Democrats would tell him it wasn't rigged so that if he won, they wouldn't be able to double down and say it was?
Yeah, actually, I think that's the thing.
Is he 20 moves ahead in 3D chess?
You know what?
I'd like to. I think the election itself was too much of a hurdle to say that was an intentional play.
I think
But if it was, it's fourth dimensional chess, all right.
Yeah.
Actually,
I think what ended up happening is because I was talking about this before. The only way Trump would be president of the United States is if he won in a landslide, and it's looking to be like he did, in fact, win a ton of states.
yeah.
Mm.
Quite
It
a
would
lot
have
of
to
them.
be.
Oh,
It would
the
have
thing
to
that
be
really
such a
got
big
me.
difference. He couldn't.
What really got me about all this was so many of the states teetered. These states that everybody said this is going to be solid blue, blue wall, blue wall, blue wall, and then all these states go into play on election night. Never before. It's like only 5 were supposed to be swing states, but it turned out to be more like 15. Because
Yeah, who would've
what
thought
here's
people media
here's
would've been-
here's the brilliant thing for Trump. He waited until the last minute, then did this massive sweep into all these states to put them into challenge, so that he won in extremely thin margins wide across the country. If he had concentrated all of his efforts into a few states to try and lock them down, instead of going for broke and going for 15 of them, he would have lost.
Yeah. Well, here's what I did in my observing last night. I was, of course, watching 4 live streams. I was watching Ladder with the Crowder. I was watching The Young Turks. I was watching Sargon of Akkad. And I was watching, who was the other one?
Mr. Whitaker.
What?
Drunken Peasants.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was watching Mr. Mitica for a while, but I decided to keep track of 4.
The young.
The Young Turks one was exactly what you expect. They were all happy smiles and joy until later on in the evening when basically they were saying white supremacy is won, and now we have a complete number of white people in America that will try to kill anyone that's not a straight white man. That's their conclusion. And, of course, any woman who did not vote for Hillary is an idiot, because soon all women, minorities, and the like are going to have all their rights removed. Apparently gay marriage is out the window. First act of business.
This is fucking
Just
adorable.
Just with the bit when Cenk started actually crying on stream. That was my favourite bit. Saying they're going to fight back and fight like a warrior. Stephen Crowder was probably the most chill one of the lot. And Sargon's thing I popped into, someone was saying something, kind of, I would like to say, pretentious, so I just skipped out again. And then I jumped onto the Drunken Peasants, where basically they had $1,000 bet, because the Amazing Atheist bet $1,000, and the rest of them, that Trump would win, and the rest of them called him stupid. He won that bet. But the most amazing one was the Drunken Peasants ones. They were saying, there's no way that Trump can win. He has to do exactly this road to victory, and then maybe he'll win. And then he did.
Yeah, at the end of it, in a lot of streams, they were like, oh shit, now Hillary has to do the road to victory.
Hillary Clinton, of course, actually did not actually seem to have a concession speech planned, as she went missing until about 5 o'clock this afternoon.
Well, she wanted to get one last spirit cooking in before she left.
I will say that they were having trouble resurrecting her, because she's got that Weekend at Bernie's thing going for her, hasn't she?
This is my guess for Clinton. I don't think she's going to jail. I do think the FBI is going to mysteriously decide to reopen investigation on her now that she's not their boss. And I think that the Clinton organization as a charity organization is going to be defunded and removed.
Yeah. And that's going to be good, because that's going to be fucking great.
One thing that I'm really looking forward to is if Ruth Bader Ginsburg follows through on her threat and resigns from the Supreme Court. Yeah, open up that second slot. You think you're going to fill it while Obama's still in office?
That would be a fourth slot. Because Trump has two, then Scalzi died, so he gets a third one, and then if she leaves, you have four. Oh God!
Yeah, it's like, go ahead, get out, go.
I was watching this. People were saying, "Why didn't Obama, fill in that Supreme Court seat himself?"
He wasn't.
And I kept thinking, why didn't they? Isn't it quite clear that everyone just expects Hillary to just get it? That's they don't.
Well, here's the thing: Hillary was fucking arrogant.
Yes.
I mean, I can easily say. I mean. I get the whole thing that, it's the whole establishment thing and whatnot, but even then, you're supposed to at least show up to most of the battleground states. Like, she didn't even show up to Florida.
No, they were doubling down, though. I think
in the 2000s, the same thing happened with Bush. I think like 2006 or something, there was a Supreme Court justice who died or resigned or something, and Bush wanted to appoint him and the Democrats wouldn't let him, so it was just Republicans getting back.
Yeah, essentially both parties have happily blocked the other's candidates. And that's the thing. The president can recommend appointees to the Supreme Court, but it has to be verified by Congress. So when you have a deadlocked Congress with all kinds of extreme partisanship, there's a funny concept. What if that continued for so long that every Supreme Court justice died? They all die of old age and nobody's been appointed to replace them.
Oh my God, there are so many people. This is why I want to get rid of my Facebook, because it's literally all Democrats.
I got rid of mine ages ago. And Louise Mensch has made her Twitter page private. I'm sorry, girl.
Isn't she the one with the Trump banner on
She's
her
the
Twitter
one.
account that says "fuckface Von Clownstick" or something?
She owns Tweet, and it came out that she was actually being paid by Hillary Clinton to write articles against Donald Trump. And
I thought it was that she was actually given it was Rupert Murdoch because Trump was scared of the free press shit.
Okay, this I actually checked into. What happened was, before she started up Heat Street, she sent an advisory letter saying, here's an ad that I think the Democrats should run against Trump. She was always a never-Trumper.
Yeah.
That said, I know, right?
Actually,
the other thing is that probably it did come down from Murdoch, because Murdoch owns Heat Street.
Yes. I always got the impression that because her weirdness about it, because she's not that stupid. When she went into full-on Trump is a secret Russian spy, I was thinking, is she just taking the piss? Is she being as stupid as possible? Because this just doesn't make sense.
Here's the
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, it's just
Never
silly.
Trumpers aren't pretending to be retarded. They're actually retarded.
Yeah,
They're
okay.
voting against Republican control of the Supreme Court and Congress, and just so they can say, "Aha, you do need us." And guess what? We didn't.
Nah. I mean,
There was such a
2016 has been the year of the entitled bitch, male or female.
Oh yeah.
yeah. Actually,
Oh, was
speaking of which, actually, I just saw this because I remember Plipser, you were talking about this earlier. It was the BBC News segment on it. This was the most surprisingly thing out of this day, in my opinion. Like, I mean, Plipser, remember, they were actually fucking berating Hillary.
Yeah, what happened with the BBC is today, after this huge build-up of Hillary didn't do nothing, oh, she's so wonderful, why is she even bothering with this ghastly Donald Trump? Today, the news actually came out, and this is the BBC, that basically when Brexit happened, has ever since then going, ooh, what can stop Heat Street? You know, there's an article a day saying what could stop Brexit. Sorry, I said Heat Street, sorry. And today, they had a breakdown of what they think went wrong with the election. And they had these talking heads sitting there, and I thought, okay, here we go. And they said the following. Trump speaks to a group of people that have clearly been made to feel like that they don't matter anymore. He spoke to them and he reached out to them, bringing out the voters that don't normally vote because they're never catered to. These are the people who are not ethnic minorities or specialist groups. 2, Hillary Clinton played they actually did say this, the identity politics card too much, which put off an awful lot of people. 3, they said that she came off as completely entitled, as if she just deserved it.
Exactly.
She said that on multiple occasions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is what's great, and this is what's hilarious about this. This is the BBC.
Yes.
I was talking to somebody about it.
Hang on, if I could just a moment. I think the BBC are doing this one because they weren't directly involved in the result. They don't have that on their shoulders.
Don't have that.
And 2, hey Apple, and
Hey.
and 2, they have the oh god, they might want to slightly. They might have noticed things are going on now, and they kind of want to make corrections because screaming racist and sexist isn't working anymore. So I think they might.
I wish
turning.
I wish the American left would realize that. What I will say is, and this is going to be a message to Democrats who feel like the world is ending. When Obama won in 2008, Democrats had control of the Supreme Court, the House of Representatives, the Senate, and the presidency. They also had control of every government job, of education, and of the media. Republicans were pretty much on suicide watch during then. I can tell you, as being a part of the other side, life's going to suck for a little bit, for like a couple months, and then it's going to be business as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Put down the gun.
Uh,
Though no
Anyway,
one Democrats,
this was-
they probably used it to shoot
Anyway. Apple from Texas.
Yes.
How was things looking from down there?
Well,
Hillary was ahead in Texas for a little bit.
luckily, I've gotten to see people on both sides, but the people that I've seen who voted for the other side, I haven't talked to my mom, but the other people have been pretty chill about it. My mom's not going to be chill about it. I will keep you guys posted. This is going to be fun.
I
I
will say that this goes back to the BBC coverage. That apart from when they actually went into Hillary's, until they actually went into Hillary's, support encampment in New York, until they went into there, all the people that voted Hillary but Trump won, they had all sorts. They had black people, white people, Hispanics, Asians, the whole lot. And they all said the following. They said, well, it's not the way I really wanted it. I'm a bit disappointed, but hey, we'll see how this goes. Then they went into the Hillary's hall of reckoning. Wandered into there, and it's like, I just don't see how women's rights are going to be removed. How LGBTQRTUV, we're going to get our rights revoked. Gay marriage is going to be revoked. Oh my god, this is the worst thing ever. Oh my god, I'm a Latino and now I feel like I'm going to be treated differently. Oh my god. Oh my god, I am illegal, but my family's here illegally. They might be deported. Oh my god. So yeah. That's what it was like. Perfectly fun and reasonable until they went into an actual base.
Just a quick aside. Somebody mentioned that Texas briefly went blue. Yeah, that happened because Austin voted.
Yeah, it was Austin and Dallas that they were counting votes. The thing is, they stayed blue for a while because they kept forgetting to update Texas.
Yeah, Austin. Actually, if I'm correct, Austin has early voting, don't they?
Pretty much everywhere has early voting.
No, I mean like out of most of Texas, they are the ones that have most of the early voters.
A lot of Democrats usually early vote. Usually what happens is a lot of Democrats early vote and then they bus around the immigrants to vote Democrat. But I have an idea. So I'm scrolling along on my Facebook page. Who would like me to read off some of the salt from my liberal friends?
Oh,
do it.
Go ahead.
Do it. I'm going to go on my Facebook too. Just see what people are saying.
I am not feeling patriotic. I am not a citizen of a country who loves and supports me. We are not united. I will not pretend that I am proud to be an American, not on this day, nor on any day that Trump holds the presidency. Americans have failed me. I am in mourning.
Somebody call the ambulance.
Not that freaking serious.
It's not that bad. I've heard worse.
All right,
I want to say this. You remember when Obama first came into power and all the diehard Republican idiots, not all Republicans are idiots, obviously, but all the diehard ones were like going, oh my god, it's the end of the world.
Even if Trump lost, half of the country is in favor of some of the most harmful and backwards ideologies we've seen in the past 60 years. Either they are ready to embrace a misguided, prejudiced way of thinking, or they don't care.
It's a repeat of Brexit. It's the Brexit reaction.
It's a matter of basic decency.
They cannot conceive that they were wrong. Everybody else must be evil.
That was coming from the guy who said that many people were having unacceptable ideas.
Tumblr users now on suicide watch.
Chicago, just out of interest, did any of those friends of yours or associates, did they ever happen to sign that petition to impeach Trump?
I'm not sure. A lot of them were third party. That's why I was thinking, oh shit, Trump might actually win. Because I was looking at how many Democrats were saying that they were doing a third party protest vote. I didn't realize Bernie created that much salt.
Here's one.
And Doge Queen's here. Hello.
Hi.
Yo.
Hi.
Welcome
Hey
aboard.
guys.
America.
Yeah.
Hey guys, when it comes to the president, I guess orange really is the new black.
Thank you. We all saw that.
Here's one. It's not that bad. So I woke up to a nightmare. Can I stay in Spain forever?
Yes. Burn up your passport. Like
I should tell her that.
Like you are fully legally allowed to do it quick before Trump destroys everything and kills all the black Jews.
Okay.
People moving to Canada because of Trump's more houses and jobs for everyone here.
Yay!
Hey,
No, actually,
if Trump wins, I'm gonna leave the country. Oh wait, to a place like Mexico? Ah, fuck that! I'm gonna go to a place where there's even more white people.
Hispanic kids celebrating Trump going to get on the school bus tomorrow and end up taking a detour to Mexico.
Yeah. Okay. This response from Arthur Chu. He says, "Fuck you. Fuck your dank memes. Fuck your ironic detachment. Fuck your puerile smash the system radicalism. It's smashed now. Have fun. We will. Chew.
Yay, we
will
smashed the system.
Hey, actually, I got some.
You couldn't afford a comb.
Have you got? I mean, I know Flipster you have, but Steve Shives' rant.
Have you got it with you? Have you got it up?
Yes, and I
All right,
will
good.
proudly put it on display.
Read it.
here.
Read it. Read it while I play the
I'm
most American game possible.
going to be back in a moment.
All
No
right.
slug.
57 million. That's how many Americans don't care about racism, sexism, xenophobia, religious bigotry, and anti-LGBTQ Oh, fuck my life. Bigotry. Remember that. This isn't an anomaly. This is who we are.
That's right, Steve. We don't care.
White
Fuck you, Steve.
supremacist, misogynistic, paranoid, ignorant. This is who we are. Apathetic at best, sneering and scornful at worst when it comes to problems affecting LGBTQ people. This is who we are. Easily led by fearmongers and demagogues who give us people other than ourselves to blame. This is who we are. Casually bigoted. This is who we are.
He probably
You know,
thinks
Steve?
it is. He probably doesn't even realize the irony of saying that everybody's casually bigoted.
And you know what? I am really glad that Steve came out and admitted all of his faults publicly, and maybe he can begin to address them.
Yeah. Oh god, that actually hurts my lungs a bit, but that was worth it.
Oh, just I'm still waiting on all the people who said the very first time Bush was elected, never mind the second time, that they were going to leave the country for Canada, to up and fucking do it. I mean, and my apologies if I'm getting a little. I'm still recovering from an entire bottle of whiskey last night, but I am serious. I went through an entire bottle of Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey.
Yeah.
I really wish I played a drinking game with it. I am so happy I didn't put money on this election. Holy shit.
Actually, I know people.
I would have won some money had I thought to put it on.
Actually,
But it's just I'm so sick and tired of all these people playing this screaming paranoid bullshit routine every goddamn election cycle. If you're gonna commit to leaving the country because the person you didn't like got elected, go, because you don't understand what democracy is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
sorry.
another thing I find is that people just can't respect who's won. Like, if Hillary had won, the Hillary camp would say that the Trump supporters are awful for not respecting her, but then no one seems to care about the Hillary supporters not respecting that Trump won.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's because the
it
people
was
who
like
cared
when
were
when Brexit hit. My friends who were pro remain in the EU, they all said this before. They said they were always like, oh, no matter who wins, the losing side's going to consistently not shut up and whine about it. Am I right? Because we all know who's losing that one. Then they lost, and they were all right. They have not shut the fuck up since it's happened.
Oh dear. Actually,
I'm going to America soon. My pound is worth nothing. My pound.
We don't want him.
Well,
How about that peso? I think we're going to be able to build the wall out of pesos now.
It's going to be like Germany after World War II. After World War I, sorry, all the Deutschmarks will be worth nothing.
yeah.
Tell him, no, Patrick, mayonnaise is not a refugee.
Actually, just out of interest, because Doge, you're in uni at the moment. What's the atmosphere like there?
Well, I didn't go to an election party because I needed some sleep, sadly. But most people are pretty annoyed about it. But some people I know are like happy that Trump's won. So it's a mix. But most people are very annoyed about it.
Oh.
Democrats who didn't want Hillary to win should be happy because now they can actually win the next election without Hillary.
This is
I have a
the
question.
big blow
What's
to
your
the
question?
Hillary. Yeah,
The question is, did any minor party get 5%?
no.
No, I don't think so. I think Johnson got 3%.
Which for the Libertarians is actually a pretty good result. They usually get 2. The problem with this is that Johnson was the worst guy for them to have this opportunity because he did the standard.
He wasn't an actual libertarian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big
not an actual
problem.
libertarian. He didn't have any real energy. He tried some of the most hideously stupid memes.
I had an Olympic moment.
Oh, it was the Dat boy, the Dat Gary thing. Oh god.
Here come that
That's
Gary with him.
No.
Fake.
What? This is the first I've heard of this.
If you Google "Here Come Dat Gary Johnson," he took the Dat Boy theme and put himself on it, and it was. You thought Jill Stein's Harambe stuff was bad. This was worse.
It was
this is awful.
just as the meme was dying too, so it was the most
What the
cringy
fuck?
thing.
So what
I
I
just
think is,
googled it.
The,
So-
the libertarians
Jesus.
need to run high energy candidates who are able to harness these kinds of splits. And he was just not that guy.
apparently a lot of people are like, "Oh, white racists are why Trump won." Well, apparently Trump did better with like every group than Obama did.
Yeah,
Or not Obama, I'm sorry, than Romney did against Obama.
Yes,
this
yes.
is my.
Well,
I looked at the results of who voted for who, and it's quite
Vote this time, which is
It's quite
interesting.
astonishing, really. It was the Hillary Clinton, because obviously they went, white males voting for Trump. It's like, yeah, because he's the only group, probably the only person that actually included them in any kind of promise.
Oh my
Um,
god.
But
Um,
we're talking about the Hillary speech when she kept going, girls, 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 women, 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 little girls, your lives matter, blah 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 blah. She claimed to be the champion of all women. Those women,
Oh, son of a bitch! You guys won't.
only
kidding.
55,
Oh.
only 55% of them voted for her.
Yeah, you did my
She did worse than Obama.
so that image I just
It
posted
landed
up,
on me.
somebody divided Hillary's electoral votes by Trump's, and it is true that
Landed
women
on
only
me.
make 78% of what men make.
Oh God, help!
I-
Yeah, there we go.
I think we're gonna be fine. I think America's gonna be fine. People, every time we have an election, there are riots. Every time we have an election, there are all these people like, I am so betrayed.
Well,
Because
Chicago,
really it is-
Chicago was going to riot anyway.
you found it.
No matter who won.
Yeah, here
No,
comes that
It's
Gary.
like the riots aren't even a new thing. It's not even a threat anymore. You know who's gonna take down the riots? Trump. He don't give a shit about BLM. But I think what's really going to be
Do what he
interesting
says. Do what he says. Trump's
Is
crazy, man. Do what he says.
if Trump has the economic know-how to get us out of the recession that we're still in, that you can lie about unemployment numbers and stuff, but we are still in a recession. If you factor in people who aren't looking for a job, our unemployment rate is like 25%. So I think it would be interesting to see if he can actually bring the jobs back. If he can, he'll probably be a two-term president. If he can't, oh well, we tried.
I would like to say, I've mentioned this before, but can I just say, look at the potential upsides of the Trump presidency. I mean, we're looking at least 4 years of having Ivanka around.
We have a president who isn't above the law.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that reminds me. People ask me this. What would happen to Hillary now? Says, would Trump pardon her? And I'm like, no, he can't. His biggest zinger in the debate was about looking her up.
He's not going to part. He doesn't like her as much as people thinks he likes her.
I don't think he does.
No, he
Like,
doesn't.
People are like, he gave money to Hillary. Every businessman gave money to Hillary. Democrats threatened to take all their money away. It's
I
like
think
the
he
mob.
likes. I think he likes Vince McMahon and other people of that similar ilk because they've got similar personalities. But besides that, nope.
Okay, here's what I think is the best actual outcome from this whole thing. Both
Ivanka.
no.
Ivanka's pretty
In
good.
all seriousness, the single best thing to come out of all of this is that the money handlers in both parties, the ones who have revolved around the Bushes and the Clintons, sunk so much money into fail against Donald Trump, a guy who should have had no chance, that they will have to rethink things because it's a question of, do you want to remain an ideologue or do you want to remain wealthy?
Mm-hmm.
But think about it this way. This is what I'm telling Democrats. You're so for globalism, you should be happy Ivanka's the first foreign-born first lady.
Yay!
We did it.
You mean
He's not an immigrant in the White House.
Not
He is an
Ivanka.
immigrant
You
in the
mean
White
Melania
House.
or whatever.
Melania.
Melania.
Yeah,
So,
but
first
I-
foreign-born first lady.
Yeah, this is a big step for women everywhere.
This is
Yeah.
a big win for globalism.
this is a big win for diversity and progressivism and
Do these people
although-
know they're white?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, if I looked like that, I would get rid of all the mirrors in my house too. But they have to have known from when they were a child.
I don't know. Anyway,
Maybe it's
So-
like Richard Pryor from See No Evil, Hear No Evil. He doesn't know he's black until someone points it out.
honk honk,
Yes, he
motherfucker.
gives you an extra.
Hmm. Can we not look at Ashley Lynch? She's not an attractive person. She's not someone I like to look at.
I like how. So the thing is, what a lot of people are forgetting is Trump didn't just beat Hillary. Trump beat Hillary and Obama.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because Obama was pretty much running her campaign.
Yeah,
He beat executive privilege.
The problem is that Obama was like pitching it for Hillary, but he was so clearly not really into it. So let's put it that way.
yeah. I mean, how
Do
is
you remember when he was singing the praises and he was giggling between every single compliment he gave?
I know it was great.
So I wonder if we're going to start seeing a huge FBI investigation of the DNC and of the pedophile ring. Because now
There's a
there's
pedophile ring now, is
nothing
there?
blocking them. What?
There's a pedophile ring now. What? Hello, I missed that one.
Oh yeah.
You hadn't heard about the Lolita Express?
You have to
Oh,
remember, all last week I was busy, so I didn't really keep up with
So,
this, and then the election
apparently-
happened.
Now, none of this is... Actually, some of it might be confirmed now. But
Some of it.
apparently... Yeah, apparently...
the Lolita Express is confirmed. Like the big.
yeah.
It's a chartered airplane from like that this rich businessman has, which like it's known for people. Well, fuck
questionable
on
fetishes.
Apparently, in the emails, pizza was also code for sex with children.
that. Yep.
So it's 4chan.
And guess here's
Yes.
the thing though. And guess what? Guess
Sorry,
who
we're
was a
4chan, got
frequent
it.
My
flyer?
didn't die.
Guess who was a frequent flyer with these with this Lolita Express?
Bill?
Yep.
So I'm wondering if we're going to have a massive investigation, because the only thing that was stopping them is that Obama was probably a part of it and used executive privilege to block out the FBI. I doubt Trump was a part of it, or else he would have been in one of the emails.
Yeah.
Has anyone else kind of noticed that Trump is kind of the reverse Obama?
Yeah.
Well, I've been talking about that all day. It's the good speaker with little political experience that managed to rally up a class that hadn't been rallied up before, got into office with full control.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be fine. I think that we're going to start seeing a turnaround now. Because finally Republicans have a chance to, as they have historically for the past 100 years, fuck the shit that the Democrats did. Just, like, fix it.
Oh, okay. This is perfect. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put this in.
Oh,
Hang on just a moment.
if
This-
if you've seen what I've seen, is it to do with Ashley Lynch by any chance?
No.
Can we not talk about Ashley Lynch?
No. There's only reason.
Why are we talking about Flippy's waifu?
There it is. It's,
Oh Jesus!
Trump
yes!
has better coverage than Horizon. Can you hear us now?
Oh.
Apple, why do you swing from me being gay to me having really weird fetishes?
Because it's.
It's weird,
I-
dude. Stop it.
Oh my god, people who don't know about history shouldn't talk about history.
Don't remind me.
Somebody's like, hey, here's an idea. Californians want to secede. Why don't we give Mexico back all the land we stole from them? We didn't steal it from them. We beat them in war and then we bought it.
Yeah.
I thought we beat Spain in war.
I'm in a different country, several thousands and thousands of miles away. I know that.
Yeah.
Well, I would hope so. Germany was like, hey, Mexico, you want to fight America? And Mexico is like, you fucking know what their
Yeah.
army's like? You
So
think we're gonna-
sleepy. So sleepy.
Sorry, it's siesta time, man.
Yeah.
The closest that we came to stealing Mexican land, quote unquote, was the Texan Mexican
They-
War. And
yeah,
that
but
was
they
before
wanted
Texas
I mean, that
was
was-
part of the United States.
Yeah, that was an independent thing. That was a secession.
Yeah.
I mean,
And-
I hear controller
but-
clicking.
But Arizona, New Mexico, California, all that shit was part of it. Wasn't it the Gadsden Purchase?
I think so.
Yeah. And it was a purchase. We not only beat them in war, but we said, okay, instead of just saying this is all our shit, we want to come to an agreement with you on a real border. Here's how the border will be delineated, and here's money to make sure that it's solid.
Mm.
And now we're gonna do the same thing, but instead of a border, it'll be a wall.
It'll be a nice big wall.
It'll be
I'm
such
just
a good
saying,
wall.
It's
I can't
great.
wait
I'm
for the
starting
wall.
to think
It's
that-
great.
I'm
big.
starting to think that
It's
the
great.
best option is annexing Mexico, because then we'll have a much shorter wall built.
Yeah, that's true.
Here's what I'd actually like that.
That's,
It's
that's
like this.
plausible. Actually, that makes
we have got in Britain female leader of the country, and we built the wall, and we have some Muslims at the wall looking sad with newspaper headlines. They can't come into Britain.
yeah.
It's
Fuck right off.
Yeah, fuck off, guys.
Oh, I'm so happy.
You've got
that-
all of Europe,
did
yet
that.
you want to
You know
come
what,
here.
you know what we're honestly seeing? In the early 2000s, late 1990s, we saw this surge, actually
get
probably
mine.
all the way in the 60s, this surge of liberal ideology. Well, now we're finally
take it
getting this surge of fiscal conservation. We're finally getting this fiscally responsible surge that's hitting. And people are
Yeah.
like, you know what? We're pretty much all equal now. We can finally start worrying about money. Fuck people who say otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the problem with this is it goes because I am a big believer of the pendulum because I saw, back in the 80s when it was the conservative right who were doing exactly this kind of shit that was going on with all the censorship and you couldn't.
Well, the
say
religious
things.
right. There were people on the right who weren't religious.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was mostly religious right.
Yeah. Okay. Mostly religious right who
Piece of
over
shit.
here. Yeah, over here, just fucking shit up, accusing everyone of being a paedophile if they liked pornography, that kind of thing.
But what's
And
funny is
then we kind of beat them. Then we kind of beat them back, and it was okay for the end of the '90s to the early to mid 2000s. Then it went far too left.
Yeah, but what's funny is they weren't that wrong when they said that all of their enemies were pedophiles.
Nah.
And they weren't that wrong when they said that gay marriage would start going towards pedophile tolerance.
They had
Like the
one,
religious right.
one
That's
from
some pretty good
Salon.
ideas.
Your entire basis of your entire movement based on protection from one dude from Salon who everyone called a complete freak when he came out.
No, there's a huge Tumblr thing and Facebook thing for pedophile acceptance.
Well, that's their problem. Let Facebook deal with them.
Oh, I just saw
What's happening?
I just
Yeah,
saw
let
one
you get
Valencia losing his shit on Twitter, and at first I
Who
thought
is?
he
Sorry?
was Juan Valencia. He's a journalist,
Okay.
and he was losing his shit on Twitter because at first I thought he was getting angry at Gamergate people saying, we won the election for Trump." Because I was kind of like, yeah, they're taking the piss. I understand that. Then he linked to today's Le Monde from France. Militants, trolls, bots, comment la mobilisation. I can't even fucking read this. I'll just go ahead and share it.
So,
But yes, France is blaming Gamergate for Trump's victory.
And Ashley Lynch.
That's hilarious.
Oh yeah, you know what's great? Ashley Lynch wrote a bloody article about it, and do you know what she called it? Gamers are still over.
Oh, I think I saw that one.
Yeah, it's.
I loved the gamers for her thing. That
was hilarious.
I was like, you couldn't be farther off.
All right.
That tag was amazing because it went completely off the rails.
It went
so quickly.
It went nowhere and somewhere fucking hilarious at the same time.
From the
It's
same
great.
people who thought gamers sucked. They're going. Have you got a Google Translate for that?
Oh wow.
Okay, and here's
Motherfucking
Juan's.
horse.
Oh, I know him. Yeah.
That's Juan losing his shit, and he's normally a really laid back guy. He's one of these middle of the road types who likes to listen to everybody and
Yeah, I know him. Yeah, he's a nice guy.
yeah, and just with him going fucking mother horse shit.
This is amazing.
Oh, Lamond blaming
Oh, now people are
Gamergate
saying
for Trump's
the one-
victory.
People are saying the 1% won. The 1% was so against Trump.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, George Soros.
Well, you
George
have-
Soros really won in this election.
I mean, look at fucking
I totally
Soros.
can't hear you at all, mate. You're really in the back.
I mean, look at Soros. Look at him. All the shit he pulled, he funded a lot of the Black Lives Matter riots and shit. And look what now happened.
Oh my god. Well, here's the thing: is I will give this to Donald Trump. He's a lot more attractive than George Soros. He's not quite gone to that level of awful here.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
And Trump's a weird-looking guy. Don't get me wrong.
Dick Cheney is the Republican version of George Soros, at least as far as looks. Both of them look like supervillains. Dick Cheney, you look at him, he's just got that look to his face, and George Soros just looks like fucking Palpatine.
Yeah, George Soros looks like he rapes children on a daily basis.
All right, that was really quick. You went from naught to rapes children really, really quickly.
I mean, let's think about what he actually puts money into. I wouldn't be surprised.
So, I am being skeptical about this one, but when people tell me that we now know that the Clintons are satanic, spirit cooking, paedophile, young children flying, whoa.
You actually can't think of a word that has a negative connotation to describe them with that isn't accurate now. You would have to go into a dictionary or a thesaurus and be like, all right, what can I call them that's wrong?
Yeah, it just seems a bit much. Seems a bit much. I don't believe they did all of that. All the stuff they did. I'm just saying that, taking money from foreign countries that were supposed to be at war against and publicly hate us, not completely sure 100% that we need to have the Satan stuff going on.
This is the thing, too. We've been allies with the Saudis for the longest time. But I remember when Bush was in office and he got all kinds of shit just for going over and shaking the guy's hand. Mm-hmm. And there were all kinds of allegations. Oh, he's in with them because he's big oil and all these connections and evil. Clinton does it and there's fucking crickets.
Yeah, I was just saying that even, what's his name, Michael Moore, when Fahrenheit 9/11 turned up, who was the guy who basically was accusing George W. Bush and Dick Cheney of having strong ties with the Saudis? And now it's Clinton doing it, all of a sudden.
Oh!
Over here, looking like a fat lesbian.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of fat lesbians, Chris Chan's at it again.
Oh yes, Chris Chan wanting Trump assassinated.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Of course. To make matters better, he had to put himself out there again.
This person has already had enough legal troubles.
He's going to have Sonichu kill Trump.
Don't let him look at his sleeves. They're a different color.
I will, Father.
He's going to go to a Trump rally. He's going to go to some press conference, and he's going to throw a Sonichu at Trump.
If he throws his medallion, that'd be great.
Hang on, guys, just a second. Apple?
Yeah.
Apple?
Yeah.
What are you doing over there?
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm listening to y'all, and I'm explaining what the heck everything going on is for people who don't know that are in the same room as me.
It's a podcast, you fucking idiots.
It is. It's a podcast.
You ever turn on a radio and press the button that says AM? It's like that, but less gay.
Oh my god.
Well, I don't know about that because I'm completely naked right now, so...
I'm wearing nothing.
Okay.
And I'm cosplaying as Roy, so...
You're not on your hands and knees sucking off a guy wearing an Ever Trump shirt, so still...
Well, I can't reach, so...
I'm partially clothed and I'm drinking copious amounts of alcohol.
Woo! I need to drink some alcohol.
Speaking of which, well, I have a reason for you to drink alcohol. Actually,
but you stop just showing
drinking game?
Cringy stuff. All you're doing is showing us the cringe.
Oh yes, this came out today. Actually, you remember the fat superhero?
Best side superhero. Relate.
This
young girls to aspire to be.
I saw it. I mean,
doing the right thing is never a mistake.
This isn't even as cringy as some of the shit I've seen on Facebook, though.
Smartphones.
Look at the worshipful look on her face.
I know.
You could not be taking a picture with Jesus and have a face less than that.
It's just
more than that.
6 out of 10 cringe. I've seen cringe here.
Yeah, well,
hey, you got jammed.
Hey,
it's a party.
Hey.
So I think this is the important question. Who here thinks America dodged a bullet, and who here thinks America stepped in line with the bullet?
I think I don't know.
I think we just dodged a bullet for a smaller bullet.
Last night,
I think Trump's going to be fine because he's working with the Republican House and Senate.
Well, you're a racist anyway, Mr. Shikaki.
Well, I
I
think
all know this.
Yeah, you're a racist, Mr. Shikaki, so no one cares what you think.
Last night I said that we
Fucking
dodged
sex
a bullet by
pests.
diving
You're
into
a,
a-
you're a
How many
straight white
times-
male.
Guys, one at a time.
Have you seen how many times people mention racist in journalism entries? Like, everybody cares about my opinion.
Everything is racist.
This is the last one.
Everything is racist if you project enough.
I would like to. I would
No,
like
like
to
I was
quote.
saying,
I would like to
I was
quote
saying,
the,
I wanted to answer your question.
All right.
I didn't really get a chance to get in here. I think we dodged a bullet by jumping into a giant pile of shit. That's what I said last night, and I'm going to stick with that.
Okay, should I let you guys know what I think?
Go ahead.
You
Yeah.
were for Hillary.
No,
Shut up.
I'm dude.
I voted third party.
I would have voted for the third party probably just as a fucking, you know.
If he wasn't in a different hemisphere, well, you said hemisphere.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then who cares
I'm
about
not
your
in a
opinion?
different
You're probably
hemisphere.
Worse than America
I'm in
anyway.
Norway for fuck's sakes. Come on, give me some goddamn credit. dude.
Probably in a country worse than America anyway.
No, they have voting rights. You're right.
Fuck you, Shikaki.
It's like when
You
Okay,
want to start a
right.
nationalism
No, those
nationalism thing here?
It's
Come on,
like when
come
you
on.
Going loud noises.
It's like
All right.
when Sweden's like, "Hey, America, you know what I think you should do?" And I'm like, "Not get raped by a bunch of people."
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, we have very strict immigration rules now. In fact, the funny thing is
They
that
have to walk across the border to get here.
yeah,
We used to bust them in, but now they have to walk a little bit.
yeah, but listen to me now, okay? Because I'm gonna explain what has happened in Norway. Because they cut the what happened was that the conservative government that we have right now cut away the initial benefits that immigrants
Blood
get
explosion.
to our country. So, for instance, they can no longer get like a regular, well, a minimum amount of pension just by coming to our country. They have to work
that's
at
fair.
least for 5 years. Once they did that, once they introduced that rule, the fucking intake just dropped. They don't, the projection that they have, they're not gonna fucking meet, because nobody wants to come to Norway anymore because we don't give away free shit anymore.
I mean, it's
Mhm.
fairly reasonable though. I mean, you have to be there for a certain amount of time to get full
Yes.
benefits. That's reasonable.
Yeah.
It's not like fucking Sweden, who, well, guess what? Now they're fucked.
Yeah.
Literally.
Sweden, you're treated better than the residents. You can get away with murder. In fact, many
Holy
have.
crap.
Yeah.
You can get away
Yeah.
with murder, rape.
There was that famous video, which actually I thought was just 4chan being a dick, but it was actually true. There was a girl who
Get
was like,
something to drink.
yeah, there was a girl who was promoting like multiracial love within Sweden. So
Oh,
it
and then
was
she
her,
got raped and killed by a black guy.
Oh boy.
yeah, and her body trapped, cut in, basically snapped in half and left under some rocks.
Also, Kurt man on suicide watch.
Huffington Post actually just came out with probably the most lucid liberal thing that I've seen so far.
Oh, and their prediction wasn't the loosest thing you ever seen.
I said lucid, as in actually woke.
Oh
It is.
no!
Here it is. It said, the Democratic Party deserved to die. They said they were facing
I
an
agree.
economic apocalypse. We offered retraining and complained about white privilege. Is it any wonder we lost? One after another, the dispatches came back from the provinces. Coal mines are gone. Steel mills are closed. Drugs are rampant. Towns are decimated. Everywhere you look, depression, despair, fear. In the face of Trump's willingness to boldly proclaim without facts or evidence that he would bring back the good times, we offered a tepid gallows logic. Well, those jobs are actually gone for good, we knowingly told them, and we offered a fantastical non-solution, retrain you for good jobs. And, of course, never did anything like that.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, I was going to say
This-
the Democrat Party deserves to die for doing literally everything wrong with America since they started.
pretty much.
Yeah,
Their
I mean,
whole
remember,
A bad thing
attitude.
happened in America, Democrat candidate probably.
oh yeah, remember slavery?
Yeah.
It got solved. Republican candidate probably solved it.
Yeah, British,
That's why I'm happy.
the British nailed it first.
And the
Yeah,
Democrats shot him
The
too.
Brits started that shit, okay?
Yeah, we
Give
did.
the Brits some goddamn fucking credit.
Okay. It's like people forget
But we
that
kept
America.
That's the only fucking good thing they've
About-
done.
No
About
credit
30
until I get my
years.
full-size
Excuse me,
Toblerone.
we kept young boys as our personal servants and called them fags, and it was a badge of honor. It was
Yeah.
slavery.
You faggots.
No, you would be my fag.
Yeah, Palmy Puff.
No,
Dude,
it wasn't. It
that's-
wasn't. It was a euphemism. It was the title.
Dude,
You quit a little.
I hate to break it to you, but that's just what Milo tells you to, you know.
No, it was not public. It was a public boy school thing. But anyway,
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I know.
carry on, Roy.
Yeah.
Carry on, Roy.
I wish I could have actually been able to play this.
You're not Roy.
But I wish I was able to play this because there's this short video of a picture of Donald Trump with the Chaos Emeralds, and this guy who's just looking at the picture is just laughing maniacally. It's fucking wonderful.
I'm sorry, Roy. I interrupted you, and now you.
No, I forgot what the hell I was talking about. I'm still recovering from.
Oh,
being
you
stressed
still,
out,
you
so-
still drinking.
I still no. I'm recovering. I've killed off the bottle. I have no more booze in the house.
Yeah, so
Oh.
he did the wonderful thing of waking up, like most of America did, and just looking around and going, "What did I do? Oh, I picked the mystery box. That's what I did.
Mystery
I
Box
just-
fantastic.
I'm just going to see what
What's
happens.
in the box? What's in the box?
It's going to be huge.
It's freedom. Freedom
Yeah,
is what's in the box.
It's a wall.
No, Trump doesn't promise freedom. He just promises huge things.
No. You see, you're confusing what's actually in the box with what was promised to be in the box.
Yes.
We got this rock we want you to move. It's huge.
So,
It's the best rock. It's the best rock in the world.
America is fabulous. It's going to be great.
so here's
It's
the real
amazing.
question.
It's the best rock. It's the best country in the
Policy on
world.
Israel?
What?
What's Trump's policy on Israel?
Who cares?
He's-
It's Jews.
He has already put out a request for like the first thing that he does in office is meet with Netanyahu.
Okay. So
Yahoo!
he's gonna bring some meme magic against the Jewish God.
No, the Jewish God and the Egyptian God are going to team up and fuck everything.
This is going to be amazing.
I don't know
also,
if
it's
the
gonna be a
Egyptian- I
God
don't
versus-
know
it's
if
got-
Keck would like that.
So you got.
Keck
Also
already
got
defeated Satan.
hang on. Are you putting Keck over Ra? Because Ra hasn't actually sidled away yet. Keck just came over here to have a go.
We
Yeah,
love the
Keck-
sun God.
Actually,
He is such a fun
guys-
God. He is the one God. Rah, rah, rah.
And Keck is amazing. Has anyone seen the statue of him? Like, that shit is
Yes.
just pure gold by itself. Like, the hieroglyphics that's just on it. Like, a guy looking at a fucking computer. And then the third symbol, I mean, it doesn't make much sense at first. But then when you look at what people are calling the Trump cross.
Did we let
Oh.
Alex Jones in here?
No.
Congress.
Well, basically, it's the, because Hillary had a whole bunch of, Hillary
Never
had,
attempt-
Hillary
never
had the
attempt to
votes, and
explain
Hillary
meme
had
magic.
the,
Yeah. Don't. You don't need to explain it, dude.
oh.
If you explain it, you destroy the magic.
Oh, okay.
Break it
But it
down.
looks like it. It's great.
Yeah.
Okay, Total Biscuit lost his shit,
Yes, he did.
and his wife actually made a public apology. I apologize because, according to my husband, I've allowed Hitler to win the election for exercising my right as a U.S. citizen.
Well, I think you'll find to the single lads out there, that was not actually her curtailing down. That was, and we've lost Apple. That was not her curtailing down. That was her being passive aggressive.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, apparently the story that came out was he wrote this little piece that showed he was quite miffed over the how should we put this trumping victory. Let's put it that way.
Trump.
And what happened was he wrote a piece saying, "Oh, this is all for hate. You voted for hate." And I was just thinking, were you the guy who defended stupid media people against calling gamers all exactly what you're describing here? Is this a wee bit hypocritical? Are we for some reason okay for one side and not okay for when it doesn't suit you? I'm assuming it's just because you're in ill health and you're not really with it right now. I'm choosing to believe that.
Yeah, I'm choosing to believe that he's. Yeah, the whole fucking thing with Jenna as well. I saw that and I just.
That was just really fucking childish.
Yeah,
Part of me
I
really
just want to.
actually
Yeah, I
hopes-
don't even want to talk about it because he's in ill health and.
I mean, on one hand, okay,
He's getting better.
I mean,
Yeah.
on one hand, I just think, oh, you know what? On one hand, yeah, okay, you're ill and you're obviously stressed or whatnot.
so
Okay,
tired
and
of every
I get
candidate
it.
here to
I
hit
get
them.
it. I get it. But that was just not fucking on.
Yeah, I
Childish.
kind of. Yeah.
I mean, you're an adult. You have a family.
Yeah.
You should know better.
Yeah, but it's their
Hey, you can always move
it's their
back to the
private
UK.
business, and they can do whatever they want.
I mean, apparently
But,
he's apologized profusely for it, which he better fucking have.
Yes.
He can always
And
move back to the UK if
He
it's
can treat
that bad.
he can treat his little lady properly.
But
Anyway, here's something I found. After this election, this election year, a Ghostbusters sequel is more vital than ever, says Paul Feig.
Oh my god.
Nope.
That man is like the guy in American History X, which is just getting curb stomped.
I hope Trump does an executive order to stop Ghostbusters 2.
Can't stop, won't stop, stumping the fucking Paul Feig.
Yeah, I think we all agree that we thought like Ghostbusters 2 would never happened.
Oh, you know what?
Let it
I want
happen.
to.
Let
This
it
would
be-
be Ghostbusters 2 too.
Actually, you know what would be great? Ghostbusters 2 is a directed DVD.
Did you see that with the Ghostbusters remake? They released it with a huge subtitle, "Who You Gonna Call?" in an attempt to trick people into thinking it was a different film.
Yeah. Especially the opening title thing where it's kind of like 20 years ago, 4 scientists saved New York City.
Not
It's like,
scientists,
but
not
then
scientists.
you wrote them out.
Not scientists either.
Yeah.
And then they said 4 friends. They weren't really friends. They were kind of work colleagues.
They were like acquaintances.
But they wrote it all out. It's just like, here you go. We're gonna suggest that this is part of the overall Ghostbusters thing. No, fuck it. We wrote them out, and here they are making cameos to establish that they didn't fucking do what we said they did.
And they didn't exist. No, I said as I saw about half an hour of it, I went, screw this, and walked off. It just looked awful.
It's just like, okay, imagine that if they did a Star Trek movie. Wait a second.
They've done that.
A few of them.
Now imagine if they tried to remake the A-Team. Oh
A
shit!
Star Trek movie where Shatner and the rest of the crew were never part of the Enterprise, and then I realized, yeah, they actually did that.
I have a video.
Me too.
It's a compilation.
Is it the compilation of people crying with the
Yeah.
sad recorder?
It's people who are crying because Hillary lost. It's a
I know, but is
Oh,
it with the sad recorder?
Link it to me, please.
It's great. It's just because they play the.
No, it's too Hello Darkness, my old friend.
I prefer it with the recorder.
It's
You know, it's like.
Insightful. Anyway,
Indeed.
so
Wasn't that Celine Dion?
I think it is, but it's with the really out of tune recorder.
But it's not just
yeah.
them crying. It's also like people saying Trump's going to win and everybody laughing at them for saying it.
My heart will go on.
Once more, you open the door. That was my impression of Celine Dion.
Excellent.
Carry
singing.
note. Thank you.
College students freaking out over Trump, according to the Washington Examiner, hosting cry-ins and weeping in the streets.
Fucking pussy.
Jesus.
We've literally reduced the SJW community core to tears.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
I saw something written that said people around the world horrified at the sight of Trump, and I live in the UK. We're not that bothered.
Nah, we're not that bothered.
Yeah, and most we find it funny.
I mean, to be honest, actually,
Yep.
No,
You
this
got
shit
a,
is
real,
great.
you got a
It's
reality
Donald
TV
Trump.
show as your president is a reality TV star who's in the WWE Hall of Fame.
But that was great.
Is Britain going to go through with the threat to ban the president of the United States?
No,
Remember?
no,
No, it was
No,
never
no,
going.
No,
No, because Britain is being more.
Dude, go ahead.
no, actually,
Go ahead,
it's
Doge. Go ahead, Doge.
no,
I said Doge.
oh, shit,
Not you.
sorry.
Doge.
I'm a
Parliament
dog.
debated it, and they just thought it was utter bullshit. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
nothing
Yeah.
came of it.
Yeah, and I can't wait because guess what? This shit's great for us. And we're top of the trade, and we're top of the people they want to trade with.
Front of the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, America and Britain are probably going to become really close buds now.
Yeah, the
I
special
was thinking
relationship
that a Trump victory would be
ascends
good
into
for Britain.
homo.
What?
You should see the fucking Norwegian media's reaction.
My
to
guess
this.
is that America, Britain, and Germany, and maybe Japan do some kind of exclusive trade deal.
Yeah. What is
Oh.
it? What did they
Oh,
say
no.
in Norway?
Oh, it's a little bit odd because most of the politicians and so on, the journalists are sort of trying to allow Trump some time, while the politicians are describing it as a fucking disaster.
Well, actually,
So-
it depends. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
across the world, it seems fairly optimistic, especially on our case.
Why the fuck are they protesting him
This is great.
before he's
No
even done
fucking-
anything?
No fucking way,
You
right?
have to
This is
remember.
great.
You have to remember when George W. Bush came over here, after the war had been done for quite some time, there were anti-war protesters, and I was there thinking, guys, there's no war at the moment. It's we kind of
You're a little bit late.
yeah, a bit late on that one, guys. That nothing to do with him right now.
This shit's fucking great. Look at this. They're blocking traffic in Austin. Of course, it's fucking Austin.
Protesting. What do you think? He's going to look at them and go, oh yeah, I should.
That's what I've never understood about the current way of protesting. They seem to every fucking time there's a problem, they do a riot in their own fucking neighborhood.
Yeah,
Because
and not
Instead
only
of,
that,
instead of actually taking the time to walk to Washington to prove their resolve or something in that way.
oh,
We
but
have-
I'm too fucking lazy.
Well,
Let's go
you have
stand
to
in the
remember
road.
it's well,
No,
you, you have to remember what it is that they all want to be kind of martyred. They think
Yeah.
it's cool to be kept down by the man, the pigs, the swine.
Yeah. It's the Andrew Dworkin syndrome.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, the
it was-
reason that they think that this actually works is because they believe that they are impacting the lives of others in a way that means they can't ignore the issue. Because they actually believe that the problem is nobody knows what they're talking about. That's what they
Everybody knows we're tired
Yeah.
of it.
They don't get that.
It
No,
just
I
doesn't
was
go off.
Actually, here's a flicker of hope. I was watching it on ABC, and they were trying to explain why Trump was winning. And after they went through the whole uneducated white male spiel that the media did with Brexit, somebody said, because they actually got Trump supporters on the show, somebody said, I think what you guys are forgetting is that for the past 20 or so years, really ever since Reagan, Americans who were uneducated weren't really spoke to unless if they were a minority, and that uneducated white men really didn't have the same opportunity that educated people do. And because of the way our college education system works, they'd never get that opportunity. So for them, they didn't have any hope until Trump came along.
Yeah.
So maybe they're learning.
No, but that is exactly what I've been hearing from leftists in Europe. They say the exact same fucking thing. A lot of the common sense leftists is what I'm talking about, not the radicals.
Now it sounds like though they think that the answer is to college educate them. Well, college isn't for everybody. The answer is to bring manufacturing jobs here.
Yeah, and that's another thing.
It's called the Rust Belt for a reason.
Yeah. Educate them sounds so fucking sinister as well. They need jobs, and they need to be listened to. They need to actually be they need to feel like they're part of the fucking conversation. And it's fucking important because that's exactly why you see a rise in male suicides as well, because they feel fucking useless. They feel like there's no fucking way out. This situation they're in, it's not solvable by themselves, and people seem to not notice it. So therefore,
up
they're
until
freaking
Trump
out.
won, there really was no hope for them. Obama wasn't certainly going to do anything. Hillary was certainly.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a good fucking point, and it's exactly what you're seeing now. I read a Majid Nawaz article or a blog post where he talked about exactly this thing. He talked about it being driven by fear, but it's not fear of the unknown. It's fear of having enough to put on the table for your fucking kids. That's what they're afraid of. They're not afraid of a person that is well off, that has enough, will not stop another person getting enough to feed to feed their own family. He wouldn't stop another person from doing that. So the fear of the unknown or the fear of immigrants basically it's not a good enough fucking argument, because this type of fear is more primal. It's more about, how do I survive? That's the thing. That is what's central to this, and that's what people don't see at all.
As I said,
sorry, I ranted a little bit there, but
we encourage ranting here. We encourage ranting on this stream.
Unless if it's me ranting.
It's great.
But it's not the fact that you rant. It's that you talk, then you switch subjects, and you switch subjects again. That's the problem, dude.
Yeah, I know.
My opinion's the only one that matters.
I know you think that. That's the problem as
So I
well.
might as well burn
Anyway.
through 'em.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I think the best thing with this election is that just the fact that meme magic fucking worked.
Yeah,
It's
Don't
an actual concept now.
but
Please do not
it's
start trying to describe meme magic again, please.
no. The thing is, it's not just memes. It is something deeper psychological in the West, and especially among the sort of uneducated. And I wouldn't use that word uneducated either. The normal working stiffs of the West feel left out of the conversation, and they've felt left out of the conversation for 30, 40 years now.
Yeah.
Also,
It was
uneducated is actually a lie. What they're going by is figures that show that Republicans and conservatives are less educated than the average Democrat. But what they're talking about is a difference in college. None of these people failed to get through high school. None of these, it's still...
If they did, they would have voted Democrat.
Actually, I've been thinking about something. Actually,
it's just the difference between somebody having an electrical engineering degree and somebody having a liberal arts degree.
Yeah.
I was just just before we got into this, I was going to tell Jan earlier. I did say that I have noticed that the BBC, after Brexit and now after Trump, have really, really changed their tune over how they're covering this shit now.
Yeah, that's good.
It's no longer fear things. It's like, well, Trump obviously spoke to a group of people that have not been, that no one's cared about, have not felt like they've been cared about for a long time.
Yeah,
So,
and we've been screaming about this for fucking 2 years at least.
Yeah.
About not being listened to, and they still won't. And it takes 2 massive elections for them to get the fucking point.
Mm-hmm. And both times it said the people against it said the same thing. We're talking about the social justice crowd, such as Lacey Green and all those other people. Fuck white people, fuck old people. So you know exactly how they feel about them.
Actually, you know what? Actually, speaking of how they feel, you know how all of these people are going on about, I wish someone would assassinate Trump. I have 2 words for you.
Suck it.
President Pence.
Yeah, that's worse. That's
worse.
Oh boy.
Shock culture to get rid of the shock therapy to get rid of the gay guy. Oh
Yeah,
god.
I was talking about that before. I was saying If you think Trump isn't PC, Pence is way worse. He just does a better job hiding it.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing. I think he got Pence deliberately.
Yeah,
Because
I mean, Obama did that with Biden.
Yeah, exactly. I think he got him. I think he made him his vice president for a very good reason.
Yeah.
It's clear incentive that if they assassinate him, if he gets assassinated, he will make things really fucking bad.
Even in death, Trump will fuck you.
He will win regardless.
He made a good deal.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll give credit. It's four-dimensional chess yet again.
Yeah.
And he's divided of you 20 fucking spaces.
I think you may be giving the Donald a little bit too much credit, but I like your theory.
Maybe, but even then, it's still true. I mean, regardless of whether or not he's playing four-dimensional chess or not, it's still true.
Anyway, I would like to point out that while he is a member of the WWE Hall of Fame, I'd like to point out this Hall of Fame has some quite spectacular names back in the 90s.
We do.
90s mullets, armpit hair, and really bizarre wrestling names. I don't think whoever came up with that didn't think
Raw
it through.
Is right by it too.
Yes.
Say again, sorry?
I like how the word raw is right by it.
Oh yeah.
Raw Ken Raper.
With a sweet mullet.
Yeah.
All right, I have to head out. I just wanted to say, very happy. I think America made the right call. It wasn't an easy choice to make, obviously. Was not as close as I thought it would be.
No, it wasn't.
But take care, everyone.
Yeah.
We got 2 years of a Republican government, so America's going to get back on track.
Yeah.
You stay safe, buddy. I hear there's a lot of angry people.
I live in a very Republican county. Everybody here is very happy.
That's good.
Okay.
Well, take
Enjoy
care,
yourself, buddy.
See you, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
quiet.
There we go.
Oh yeah. Actually, I'm just looking at a picture right now.
Oh god. Do not describe it. Do not describe it.
No, this
Don't
shit's
show
great.
it. Don't bother.
No, this shit's great. This shit's great.
Yeah.
You can't just use meme magic to evoke an ancient Egyptian frog god in order to get elected president. That's where you're wrong, kiddo.
Yeah. Brought to you by a Twitter account, Oven the Libtards. Nice.
Yeah. Here's a funny thing, though. Okay, when you bring up frogs and Pepe and yeah.
Yeah, the Egyptian god is actually a real thing. He's
Yeah.
called Tech.
Yeah, I know. That's I love that.
But come on.
The thing is, you guys know who Robert Peterson is, right?
Oh yeah.
Jordan Peterson?
Jordan Peterson. Did I say Robert?
Yeah.
I mean Jordan. Fucking hell.
I thought you meant Robert
Fucked up
Paul
his name.
from Fight Club.
I've been binge watching his lectures on psychology for like days and days now. So I've been watching a lot. He's got a lot of good insight. But my point was that he was doing an update on a situation up on Toronto University or University of Toronto, and he had been told that he sounded like Kermit.
Okay.
And the thing is, he started telling a story about a local tribe of natives up in Canada that have a frog as one of their most important spirits or gods.
Oh, no fucking way.
Yes. And the thing is, the frog is an early because in nature, when frogs leave a river or a brook or a water, you shouldn't drink from it. It's an early warning, and these people had the frog as an omen of things might be wrong. So he basically had a mask of a fucking frog on top of his head while he held this video. It was fucking hilarious. And then I kept to think about Pepe and Keck. There are early warning signals that something's wrong.
The harbingers.
Yes, they're harbingers of not of doom, but a warning signal.
Shit's about to happen.
Yes.
Shit's about to get down, boys. Oh yeah, and also Jezebel, the wonderful, clearly not racist or sexist website, is very upset.
Oh yes.
Yes, we've seen these.
Oh, what's this? Sexism!
Yeah, I think you'll find out that
What the fuck?
This is Jezebel calling for the mass raping of Jill Stein. I think that they should be called out for this.
Of course.
Yeah.
But the actual real problem, what they're really trying to pull out here is, of course, anyone who voted third party or Harambe or undecided. It was the same thing with Ken Bone. They attacked him because he was undecided. And people liked him. They don't want anyone undecided. If he said he was pro-Hillary, they would have said how lovely he was. Because everyone loved him, but because he was undecided, they wanted to nip him in the bud.
Yeah,
exactly. But it didn't work out too well. Now, did it? I mean, they tried doing the same shit to Humongous. Now he is just having a grand old time with all the money everyone raised for him.
Yeah. Oh well, he's pretty sick.
Yeah, so, exactly.
We wish all the best to Humongous.
Yeah,
he is humongous.
Yeah, he has a humongous future ahead of him.
Yeah. Humongous what? Humongous what? Humongous what? Did you see those videos of her that she did?
Oh god.
Oh god. Those things.
Not the creepy. No. Whoa. Not the creepy cult one. I'm talking about the one when she actually goes and speaks to someone. I think it's in Seattle, isn't it?
Yes, I saw that too. She goes into the council room and she just goes ballistic again.
No, she doesn't. She basically. She stands there and goes, "I'd like to point out that the crime has risen in this county, risen against women and people of color." And she starts speaking like that weird way again, and she gets that weird cultish smile on her face. That's really, really weird. And then she starts basically berating every woman or person that's not white. And eventually they start dragging her out, and she's going, "Don't touch me! Stop touching me!" So they didn't touch you.
Go fuck yourself and shit like that. It's great. This is it's fucking amazing.
Normies are saying
the worst part is those videos she makes. Reminds me. They remind me so much of the educational videos from Scientology and so on. It's
oh my god,
fucking creepy. Fucking hell.
They remind me of Jonestown. I always get that feeling.
It is. It really does. Since did anyone watch My Scientology film?
No.
I mean,
is that the Louis Theroux one?
Yeah, it is.
I've not seen it.
Yeah, I seen it.
I saw it during the film festival before it came out, and they did a Q&A with him afterwards, which was quite cool. But when I saw like this video she did, it reminded me of, because they went into detail as to what the Scientology thought process was. It was exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like word verbatim for verbatim, it was exactly the shit and the same. I mean, it screams cult.
It does. And that's the thing. That's another. God damn it! Why do I have to bring him up in every goddamn conversation now? But Jordan Peterson. See, I got his name right this time. He is an expert on extremists and so on. He's studied them for years, and one of the things he links to the rise of sort of extremism during the 20th century is the loss of mythology and the loss of stories during the 20th century, and ideologies replacing the mythological stories that we used to tell each other.
Yeah. So it's like in the old pagans, in pagan history, they would tell the inspirational stories. And they don't tell each other them anymore. It's all about how we should take it back and get away from this horrible invasion of the Catholic Church, which is now the English Church. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's also the idea that you no longer talk about the old Christian stories as though they were parables. You talk about them as though they are truths.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: those stories contain truth, but they don't contain the facts. For instance,
Mm.
if
Yeah,
you
it's, just
get
a good, it's a good story. It's like I was telling Roy ages ago, I had a Church of England school upbringing.
and I'm a
we
fucking
don't-
atheist. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
I'm an
that's
atheist.
the thing.
I'm an atheist.
That's cool.
And
Yeah.
I was just saying, we were talking about the version of the Bible we were taught at school was very selective. It had all the feel good, be good person stories.
Yeah.
None of the evil. And I found it, Roy. It was actually called the Good News Bible.
Oh, I remember the Good News Bible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah,
using it at
left-
primary school.
Yes.
It left out the
That's where it
thing.
from, yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about how it left out the things like the Hebrews marching to Canaan and burning, looting, destroying 60 walled cities
Yeah.
on the way,
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
committing mass genocide en route.
Yeah, it basically kept all that kind of
They
moral.
were a little naughty.
No, yeah. Oh, here's something I posted earlier that someone just retweeted that brings my attention back to it. Amanda Marcotte at it again. Misogyny apocalypse.
Oh God!
It was unimaginable that America would self-destruct rather than elect a female president.
Amanda Marcotte, yes.
Oh, atheism plus. We
It's-
owe
it's-
you
no,
so
it's-
much.
It's the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Apocalypse.
This is the one that all last night was posting stuff like, "Hey, if you're a woman, if your husband voted Trump, he basically is raping you."
Yeah.
It's like, okay. Yeah.
This is what I mean when I say the left has fucking stopped talking to regular people.
Mm-hmm.
They only
Yeah.
talk to academics now, and that's the problem. That's why they lost the working class a long fucking time ago. Okay,
Mhm.
they used to be all about the working class and the uneducated and helping them. Now they don't care anymore because they have a new demographic to fucking appeal to.
Mm.
So yeah,
The whole point is it's all running out now. I think basically the Trump thing, the Brexit and the Trump thing, basically saying it doesn't. The people haven't got more right wing. It's just they're pissing off people to enable them. I think.
Yeah, I mean, let me put it like this: the Brexit was a curb stop, and this is just more like, and Trump being elected is just basically social justice on this fucking deathbed.
no. What it is, it's basically people teabagging the social justice warrior.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's what happened.
oh.
And they did it to themselves. That's the worst thing.
Oh shit! Apparently, Anita Sarkeesian just posted a video about the American election. Oh,
If we had the other setup, we could be watching it right now
Oh.
as a group and commenting on it.
No, don't give her the clicks. Wait until Sargon rips it to pieces. Or
no, let's. We'll wait until next week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
until we've got the setup.
Because
I thought this was going to be the last fucking podcast
Of this
what you
show,
told me.
yes, then we're going to relaunch and have another show. Hey!
well, it's going to be the same exact thing. It's just better
It's good.
internet connection.
And it's going to have XSplit, its own YouTube channel, that sort of thing. This is on my personal YouTube channel.
it's going to be
Yeah.
professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's going to be fucking great.
We just need to come up with a new name, and I've got a nasty feeling it's going to be called the
Gay
Fireside
niggas
Podcast.
from outer space.
Oh, gay,
quite.
gay.
I think that's been done.
Yeah,
how about gay?
Yeah.
I think I've got that on a sort of like a well-used VHS somewhere around here.
What gay? Oh, yeah, but have you got gay niggas from outer space too? The reckoning.
It's not called The Reckoning. It's called something else.
The
Anyway. Yeah. It ruins the joke if you try to guess the word.
the rapening.
Fuck you. Comedy. You're trying to do it, and someone's just like going, "I have to explain the joke now."
Oh
Yeah.
well, have you seen Arthur Chu is having just such a great time. This shit's great.
The list of complete breakdowns, mostly cursing Whitey, are unironically, white people complaining about it. We have
this is great.
old Bubble Boobs, Lacey Green. We have Movie Bobbit, the motion picture Robert,
The motion picture Nazi robot.
who has gone full Nazi.
Yeah, he's gone fully into the Aryan nation.
He started calling people inferior.
We must repress the Untermenschen in order to bring a new society to America.
I hate America. I hate white people. I hate you personally. And the only motivation I have is to spite you. There's your healing. Is it elitism for me to think to me and my friends are better people? Yes! That's exactly what elitism is! You fucking ignorant moron!
This is why you're a fat little man with really creepy hair who basically David Packman couldn't even get to figure out.
But hey, he did call us grotesque cock goblins, which I think is the best insult I've heard all year.
Yeah,
that's delightful.
It probably is, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, tip my hat to that one.
Yeah, that could, and that basically can replace Doom. That's
I
great.
should get a hat.
Everyone should have a hat.
Yeah.
Make grotesque cock goblins great again.
Yeah.
And Dr. Evil's turned up. We have a revolving door this evening.
Hey!
Hey, guys.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, you're on your way.
All right. I'm heading out for Normie hours. You know how it is.
Oh, yeah, you are in Southern Hemisphere time.
Yes. Yes. So I'll be using the liberal use of the mute button. But at the moment, I'm just waiting on a bus. So
Okay.
you might hear some traffic.
Yeah. I'll just say, if you want to jump in or anything, just unmute and talk.
Yeah.
We don't stand on ceremony around here.
But we will stand. You know.
Yeah.
For Harambe.
Somebody has reposted the Washington Post staff editorial from the morning after Reagan's 1980 election.
Hmm.
And it's almost exactly what they're saying about Trump.
Oh, yeah.
Gee, what a coincidence.
Hey, what a fuck. Actually, I love how, you know what? When I saw people doing, like, the big, like, predictions, like, you know, the New York Times had, like, 92% chance that Trump was going to lose and Hillary Clinton was going to win, and Huffington Post had the famous 98.6%. Like, as soon as that happened, I just thought, oh, okay.
Is this Huffington Post? Sorry.
Huffington Post and New York Times.
Oh God, I love that TYT because I was covering last night. As I said to people, I was up till about 6 o'clock in the morning watching Stephen Crowder, Sargon, Mr. Metica for a little bit, and Young Turks and Drunken Peasants. You know, I wanted a completely different view of what everyone was thinking, and for the most hilarious, apart from the Young Turks, who started crying and just making up excuses, and that is exactly. What you were saying, what was happening earlier. It's amazing how
they have to realize that this is how out of touch they are.
They are, completely.
They absolutely...
But no, they don't accept that. They go, no, everyone's racist except me.
Yeah.
Well,
it's all those fucking white people.
Yeah.
The reason they had such a meltdown is because it went exactly the opposite way they were expecting. They were set up. They mentally and emotionally, they were waiting for a Hillary blowout. And then they got the opposite. They had no material. They didn't have any material for Trump even being competitive. So they were left at a loss, and that's why they got emotional.
That's why Hillary went missing for nearly 24 hours. They had to write a flipping concession speech. You'd think they'd even have one spare.
Well,
just in case.
12 hours.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard
No. She had a concession speech, but she was too fucking emotional to deliver it. That's the thing.
Actually,
they're working the voodoo magic to bring her back to life again.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, guys. How long have we got left? I'm wondering if I should have another beer.
We've got a half now, but after I clean the stream, anyone can stay on for as long as they want.
Oh, okay. Well, I will be right back.
It just surprises me that it doesn't surprise me that. It surprises me that they didn't catch on to this earlier.
Yeah.
But it's kind of doesn't either because they are fucking out of touch. They don't talk to people. and the only people that they regard as authorities on anything are in fucking academia. So they don't.
Well, it's the Brexit phenomena again.
Yeah, it is Brexit all over again.
But as I said, I think a couple of times now, but we keep getting new people in. As I was saying, I was watching BBC, and after the Trump thing, and after the Brexit thing, BBC News have actually changed their tactics. They're not shaming people anymore. They're trying to figure out what happened legitimately now.
Yeah.
Which I think is really refreshing. And for the people who care about this sort of thing, if you want to know how the young
It took them 2 times to learn.
I know, but at least they're actually. I think the thing is about the Trump election is because the Trump election is at arm's reach. They can't really be blamed for anything in this one.
Yeah, exactly.
So they can take the step back.
That's why I said that Norwegian media was covering it a little bit more fairly than I see from American media.
Yeah. And for anyone who wants to follow the Young Turk stream, just watch the last 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes, to figure out, because at that point is when they all start crying, breaking down, and blaming everyone else.
Yeah.
And
I
then
think the big takeaway from this and Brexit is that you can't shame people into voting the way you want them to.
Exactly.
That doesn't work.
Yeah.
No.
But they double down on the shaming people, because now they think they're super warriors. It's like, really, you guys? Really?
God.
I mean, maybe Anna, back before she basically got this permanent scowl on her face when she was still kind of cute. At least back then, you might have convinced some people, but now you're just all a bunch of mentals.
You know what? Actually, I think it's even better since as soon as I came across a picture with all of Movie Bob's tweets.
Oh yeah, the Nazi one.
This is great. I mean, this is something to behold.
Okay, let's behold it. Come on, bring it up.
Did you see, by the way, that how Ruben reacted on Steven Crowder's show when they mentioned TYT?
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
He is so happy he quit that show.
I think think, to be honest, in a real, honest, human kind of way, I think he's honestly hurt by them because they probably started sending him shit when he started doing this.
No, but if you notice, they talk a lot about him, but they don't talk about him. They mention him in a way that they talk about him as though he's a friend that nobody on the show has seen.
Yeah,
Anna. Yeah.
I've not seen this.
No, Anna referred to friends who didn't get it on several occasions.
Yeah.
Like, not right after he quit, but right after he started getting really big. When he was thinking about joining, or not when he was when he was at Aura before he went independent, right before he went independent. So the way that they're talking about him doesn't reflect the way that he talks about them, because he keeps saying, it doesn't bring me any pleasure saying this at all, because these are people I consider my friends. So it's but the way that he reacted when Crowder brought them up, he sort of fuck, they don't matter anymore. So I think he's pissed off as hell.
I can't blame him.
Well, he did actually say that he wrote. He said he texted. What happens was him and Cenk always played basketball every weekend.
Yeah.
This is the gossip, guys. This is the hot gossip. And what happens is that just after he left Young Turks, he got a knee injury, so he couldn't play basketball. He then started texting Cenk, who never responded. He then wrote out a series of tweets to publicly say, "Hey, what's up, guy? I'm getting a bit weirded out here because you're not responding to me." Yeah. And never responded to him. And after all, basically alluded to him that Cenk alluded that he was a racist that he couldn't deal with anymore. He couldn't be associated with. And I thought, what? When you're doing that to your own friends, and when your own popularity is dwindling and your like to dislike ratio is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, And this is my favourite thing from the Young Turks troop. This is great. They're talking about Alex Jones. This is great. They're actually they're officially on the same level now. What happens was he was going to remember Alex Jones there with Roger Thingamabob, the guy who was a tactician for Trump. What's his name? He used to be a really kind of fit guy back in the 70s and 60s. Roger something. Roger Stone.
Roger Stone.
Yeah, and he was saying that that time when Alex Jones and Roger Stone stormed onto our stage and started a ruckus and caused all this problem, and there were no ramifications. I was just saying, because that guy to your right, Jimmy Dore, the guy that can't stop swearing, that is the guy who basically assaulted him. So you should be happy there should be no ramifications.
They'd be on you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there are no ramification for. Here's the thing: it's a public press area where they were sitting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There is no ramification for people walking onto the set. At best, the convention people can show them off the property, but they had been invited to the area. As you said, if there's anything to go by there, Alex Jones should have reported Jimmy Dore for assault. It's petty. It's fucking petty, but I still think he should have.
You have to remember that Jimmy Dore was at that entire convention, at the Republican convention. He was drunk. He was wandering the floor when he saw any black guy at the Republican convention, he would call them an Uncle Tom. Yeah. Which, hey, bit of an insult.
Yeah.
That's being pretty racist, actually. Yeah. He's literally telling black people that they don't have a right to have a difference of opinion.
Yeah. And then
you're not a person anymore.
He got into several fights. Yeah. Nearly, actually had to go to a break because they nearly got into a fight with Ben Mankiewicz, if you know who he is.
Oh.
I still like Ben Mankiewicz. I think he's.
I think he's a great dude.
I don't agree with this.
A great dude. Yeah.
I don't agree with his politics, but he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, and to be honest, even Jimmy Dore was starting to start a fight with him.
Yeah.
It was the most amazing thing, and what quite clearly happened is that Ben Mankiewicz was quite clearly not buying Saint bullshit anymore, and Anna and the rest of them went completely in line with Cenk. Yeah. And he obviously brought Jimmy Dore in, who's apparently a comedian, and I've seen his comedy act. It's not funny. He says a bunch of politically pandering things and then gurns, so people know it's their cue to laugh. It's an old trick.
Yeah.
For an audience that's feeling sorry for you, that's what you do that trick with.
And the thing is, Jimmy Dore has the thing about Ben Mankiewicz is that he is the old school Democrat, the kind of middle of the road. I want government involvement, but I want to talk to people and debate ideas. That's why I don't understand why he didn't leave at the same time as Dave did, because that's when they started going downhill fast.
Financial security.
Well, maybe financial security, but maybe also the fact that he was a part of starting that fucking network.
Yeah, but Ben Mankiewicz is not one of the co-owners anymore. He gave that up.
Yeah, I know. But it might be that he still has a lot of affinity for these people, and he doesn't see his other options, even though he's the host of TCM?
Yeah, I think so. Well, even if you just, because once you know there is a tension there, you watch him and then you just see him sitting there because he's one of the founding members. But you see, he basically gets talked over and told to shut up a lot, and you can see him sort of like running his hands through his hair and just when he can tell someone's not saying something.
Yeah, the perfect example. I can't remember which live broadcast it is, but he rips into Cenk because Cenk he tells him he talks about how he everybody who disagrees with you is a certain way, and he's this fucking close to calling him a bigot.
Yeah. Nate Silver.
Oh.
Nate Silver actually didn't call it for Bernie, and he was and Cenk was like all these people that completely defended Nate Silver when he was calling it in favor of Obama. But when Nate Silver went, no, but he's not going to make it. He's basically Cenk, instead of just reporting, Nate Silver says not likely. He goes, well, of course, Nate Silver is like. He's above him now. He thinks he's just He's like, and that's where Ben freaked out, going, "No, you're misrepresenting him. That's not what he meant."
Yeah, and for the umpteenth time, Nate Silver has never fucking made any sort of preference for any fucking candidate ever.
He said
he's very clear that he doesn't necessarily have a preference.
Yeah, he even admits that he ballsed up with the nomination of Trump.
Yeah.
And he did actually get it right in the end. He said the chances of Trump winning the election is exactly the same as the Cubs winning the World Series.
Yeah.
This was amazing. The Atlantic put that out. They said, "Oh, hey, Trump has more of a chance of the Cubs winning the World Series." Well, what do you know?
They both did it. So that's why I keep saying he wasn't wrong.
No, he was right.
Yeah, he wasn't wrong. They did have exactly the same chance, and they both did it.
Yep. Glorious keck.
Glorious keck. Anyways, since we've discussed pretty much everything about this election thing. Has anyone got anything else they want to bring up? Well, we've got 20 minutes left.
Okay. How about you guys?
Not really. I covered
thoughts.
Closing thoughts. This is kind of funny. I'm glad to see the BBC has at least acted like they have, they're trying to make some sort of correction. We'll see how it pertains towards Brexit and the UK, but certainly with the US election, they seem to have at least made a correction, if that makes sense to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems to me that what we're actually seeing is a reaction to the sudden realization by people who actually have an interest in remaining in business in the press that the audience that they've been pandering to isn't as big as they thought it was.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's the idea that the West is very progressive, but it isn't progressive in the way that it wants to lose its own fucking rights
and identity.
Yeah, and identity, because culture fucking matters. It matters more than people realize.
Yeah.
And that's my final Jordan Peterson inspired thought.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much my final thought on this.
Yep. Okay, Doge, have you got any final thoughts?
She gone missing.
She's gone missing. She gone.
Mean person.
Doge.
Acquaintance.
Doge.
Person I like.
Strange lady I've never met.
Doge. You're like our key diversity on this stream.
Diversity
you were our token woman. No!
God damn it.
God damn it, you chased her away, gamer.
I'll have her make me a sandwich and if she doesn't come out.
Thank you, Cenk. Oh, there she is. She's back.
Yeah, there we go. That got her.
A bit of light misogyny wakes the girls up every time.
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
Sorry?
Yeah. Oh,
closing thoughts on this whole fiasco.
I had to do something else, but I don't know. It's pretty good that Trump's in. You know, it's going to bring some change.
Hope and change.
Hope and change.
Yeah.
I certainly hope we actually have some change this time.
Yeah, because last guy that promised change kind of destroyed the Democrats, it looks like.
Change history, you got change.
They got change all right, just not in a good way.
I don't think it's. We will see.
A nuclear war is change.
Yeah.
Yes. A mass slaughter. That would be a change.
Yes.
Internment camps. There's a change.
We've improved the economy by removing 3/4 of the world's population, thus leaving the resources of the planet to the remaining quarter.
Hooray!
Yay! Enslavement.
What are we gonna do about all the radiation? Oh, don't worry about it. The lizard
No.
people will take care
Oh,
of
walk it off.
Don't
Walk
worry
it off.
about it. Oh,
Okay, Dr. Evil, any final thoughts, even though you're a bit of a wind tunnel?
speak to us, Australia.
No, you've all pretty much covered it.
Okay.
Alright,
Cool. Okay. Anyone who wants to have a final word before we wrap it up for the moment?
alright, with me, all I can say is that, well, I've seen a video of Japanese media putting on a Make America Great Again hat and saying it in English. That
Make America great again.
all I can say is that generally, okay, the Clinton dynasty at this point in time is decimated, and that's fucking great. The Clinton Foundation will simply crumble, and that is brilliant. And well, as long as he keeps Pence in line, he'll be fine.
Yeah, that's a bit of a big if.
I don't know. I think he can. Well, remember how much of a influence Joe Biden was during as VP.
He's very squeezy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind
Joe.
of a molesting uncle vibe.
Yeah. Once
Pretty
again,
much.
Joe Biden. If they floated out Joe Biden, I think he might have beaten Trump.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude, Joe Biden would have beaten Trump. Howard Dean would have beaten Trump.
Everyone.
Bernie
everyone-
Sanders would have fucking flattened him.
Yeah, Bernie Sanders would have beaten Trump.
Yep. And instead, they decide, and the DNC decides to fuck themselves over. Speaking of which, Tumblr is currently on suicide watch.
Oh, thank God.
Is that surprising?
Well, not really. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. All right, is anyone not gone yet?
Well, I think we've already got everyone.
Did we get? Because we got Jan. I think we got Roy.
We got
Who's clicking?
we got Doge.
Who's clicking away? We got Doge. Okay, so basically, this has been the final Fireside podcast on this channel. We may or may not be back. We'll be back, and hoping everyone is safe and bright future. Under our God, I watch you in my sleep. He does. That's really weird. We should stop it. Anyway, kids. See ya. Bye.
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 Bye.